Alright guys, I know what I said at the end of my last video, but I couldn't help it. Like the Looney Tunes, I had to get back into action. What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here with the next installment to Mega Throwback Mixer. And this time we are going to be doing Looney Tunes Back in Action. And yeah, after doing the last Looney Tunes video I did, it had me inspired not just to go back with the short cartoons they did of it from the original classic, but also into some of the movies they made of it. Looney Tunes Back in Action, along with many others out there, like, say, Daffy Duck's Quackbuster or 1001 Rabbit Tales, which, if you guys know of any of those are really just a movie that had already existing short cartoons of already the characters that were in that movie, along with an original plot to go with it. But this one instead, Looney Tunes Back in Action, was in part, like you could say, was inspired by Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Because like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Looney Tunes Back in Action deals with real life characters in the real world, with the Looney Tunes actually being in there as well. And not like in Space Jam, where Michael Jordan is mostly in the Looney Tune world and all that with them. And yeah, just like Roger Rabbit, it did great with the actors interacting with the Looney Tunes, almost acting like they were there when they were just CGI or on a green screen, and yet you could just tell they were imagining how those characters are right there and how the interaction between them was happening. I have to say, what I really loved about was that, of course, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are the main characters, but how both of them were just terrorizing the two main characters in their own usual style ways of how they terrorize each other. It just really drove those two crazy. And yeah, the main characters in this one, you got Brandon Farzer. I hope I said his name right. Sorry if I butchered it. Playing as Damian Drake. Then you got Jenna Elfman playing as Kate Hawkins, and then Steve Martin, who plays as the chairman of Acme. And he's also the antagonist, mind you. But for an antagonist, he's kind of sort of there. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's clear that was what they were going for. But unfortunately, it just didn't have that much effect to it as I would have wanted it to. I mean, sure, he still had something of that villainy and that sort of kind of stupidish way. Maybe not stupidish, but more comedy way. And it's all nice and stuff, but it just didn't bring as much impact to the movie as it would have liked. Now, is this me bashing the movie, saying I hated this movie? No. I mean, sure, the movie was good. I won't say it was great. Like, if I were to rate it, I'd give it more like, in a movie critic standpoint, 6 out of 10. It was okay. It had its good spots, but it could have been more to it. But that still didn't take away from the fact that each of these Looney Tunes were all in here with the different sorts of roles here and there. Mind you, not all of them, but some of the well-known ones. Of course, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, you had Foghorn Leghorn, you had Yosemite Sam, Wile E. Coyote, and I loved in the part and how, if you remember back in the short cartoons of Looney Tunes, how they would be betrayed. You got one side that's more of the protagonist and one side more of the villain. This is one of the things I liked about this movie, is that they actually put them in that sort of role. You had Elmer Fudd working for the bad guys. Yosemite Sam also in a mercenary way, like he is known for, or as a criminal, working for the bad guy as well. Heck, even Wile E. Coyote got a time to shine as being one of the bad guys. But like always, if you guys know Wile E. Coyote and his usual contents of trying to get Roadrunner in general, but sometimes Bugs Bunny, all the plans he has just backfire on him. And then what happens next? Of course, what else would it be? Boom, boom, boom. Backfire after backfire after backfire. But that's always what made Wile E. Coyote so awesome. But still, all's the same. What still saved this movie and the fact is how, like I said, interaction of the real character, of the real life people interacting with the Looney Tunes did pretty well for itself. And and with the fact that the Looney Tunes are in this real world and they still keep their characteristics. And it kind of showed you the effect of what would happen if these Looney Tunes were in real life, with how they constantly terrorize each other and outdo each other and just drive the other character crazy. It's how it no doubt would be in our lives. Because look at Daffy Duck when he was with Drake. Drake just constantly trying to get rid of him, but Daffy just kept coming back. And then you got Bugs Bunny, who just loves to torture the female protagonist Kate and be like, too bad, you don't know what you talk about, etc., etc. They just love to have fun with it. And this is why I can say that Looney Tunes Back in Action, while not exactly the best of films, it does have a good spot in my heart to always want to go and revisit at all the tomfoolery of these Looney Tunes, and this time with actual people. But I like you guys to watch it if you haven't watched it yourself, and if you have, please let me know what you think of it, because Looney Tunes Back in Action, while not as good as Who Framed Roger Rabbit, does have its good spots, and I think you will all like it. But until then, that'll be all for today, guys. And if you enjoy my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!